to talk to you about how you can improve on your distance putting and your directional putting with some drills. There's two reasons why somebody misses it: left and right of the hole, and then distance putting, long and short of the hole. This shaft drill, when you set the shafts down, that would be talking to you about directional putting. You're basically trying to keep your putter on this shaft back and through, so it gets you very directionally lined up to the hole when you're putting repeatedly. That you would do from 3 foot, 6 foot, 9 foot, 12 foot. Some of the drills that I like to do simulate pressure situations. Call it a star drill if you will, but you basically take one step in all 4 directions of the hole, so all of these putts are the same distance. I'm going to set a goal for myself so that I try to make, I don't know, the kids on my golf team would make maybe 8 of these in a row. If they miss, they have to start over. And I'm going to keep my head very stationary and putt and make sure that I'm looking at the spot here. A lot of times people will hit and move their entire body forward to see whether the putt was made or not, and you'll end up pushing or pulling the putt. If you can't get yourself to look at that spot underneath the ball, another thing that you can do to hear it versus see it is actually close your eyes. You can make it any goal that you want depending on what you feel comfortable with, but if you raise the pressure, you're going to be able to make that 2 or 3 foot putt when it counts. Most people try to hit long putts too hard. Distance putting, to get it right, you have to make sure that you get the tempo of the stroke correct. It's a longer stroke because we're making the ball go 20, 30, 40 feet. What I do coming up to the putt is I try to get the cadence down. I might even say something to myself. Back, forth, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I do the stroke without stopping to create some tempo and rhythm in my stroke. And then I step up to the ball and I try to hit it with the same energy that I did with my practice stroke. The drill is that ball now becomes the hole. I'm going to try to putt this ball with the same length and the same tempo that I did the previous one. I'm going to do my drill back, forth, back, forth, back, forth. Step up to the ball and use that same energy to hit the ball the second time. The third ball, I'm going to rake into there. I'm going to do my drill again, back, forth, back, forth, back, forth, just to create some tempo and rhythm. Step up to the ball, back, forth. And what you try to do there is you try to see the spray zone of those 3 balls. Your ideal is that those 3 balls would cluster into a small little area. If you have a really large cluster, then you know that what you need to work on with your putting would be distance putting. So this drill here I call the ladder drill, but you can go as far back as you want with tees, but it's essentially making a little bit longer stroke at each segment. Your tempo stays the same because we talked about that earlier. But you can try to make a goal for yourself. If there's, right here, there's 7 balls set up, I'm going to try to make 5 out of 7 balls in this ladder drill. I'm going to set up, I'm going to do my rhythm drill, back, forth, back, forth, back, forth. Then I'm going to step up to the ball and putt it. Then I'm just going to move back, making sure that my stroke gets a little bit longer. Go back, forth, back, forth, back, forth to create my tempo. Step up to the ball and putt it. And then I just keep moving back that way to make sure that I'm working on my long distance putting. So those are a couple of drills that you can do to work on the directional putting as well as distance putting. So if you can separate your practices with putting into 2 separate segments, you can start improving and lowering your putting averages out on the course and lowering your scores.